and he buffed me off with, "It's standard procedure for high-ranking nobility, blah blah blah," and all that bollocks. But bodyguards at a time like this, I mean, let's face it, both you and I know Lady Rigmor can look after herself. Bodyguards give her an edge. The only question is...
Exactly. My mistress reckons there's ripples in the void. Ones of the void sort. Ripples. There's ripples in the void. Bleeding hell, Majesty. You catch on quick.
Anyway, if I'm right and this Morrow guy is on point, it'll give us all a break from this difficult situation. With this guy turning up and Blackwell appointing bodyguards, things are looking up. I'm taking a Rania to the annual Bard Festival this year. It's being held in Morrowind. You can rely on me to keep my ear on the ground. If anything comes up, I'll let you know. So apart from the obvious, how's Rigmor holding up?
Well, I only wish you both the best.
I'll have to let you sort this out. I'm meeting Arania for lunch. Good beans, Dragonborn. Till later. And good luck.
Your Most Imperial Highness, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Antonius Morrow. I run the Bayron stables outside Breville, but I come as a trusted messenger. Ah yes, how did you guess? Oh, never mind, my family's name gets around. However, I don't have anything more to do with them. I ended up in Breville some years ago. I haven't had contact with my father or brother for some years. Sorry? Oh, anyway, I was told to let you know that the time is soon, and that you would know to what I am referring. I cannot divulge the full message, not here, as we must try to avoid complications. If you book yourself into the inn, Silverholm on the Water, I will contact you there and advise you on the next step with directions on how to proceed. My lady, it is vitally important you do not create attention and try to keep to the shadows. Indeed, you are the most magnificent, my lady, but my mistress wishes this to be conducted with diligence. I will inform you what's next once you arrive. We have a friend in Rose. She is trusted. Silverholm on the Water would be the last place any possible enemies would think of. Yes. Yes, she owns the inn and has been helping my mistress and the Count and is absolutely trustworthy. Book a room at the inn and I will contact you in good time. Things are very delicate right now, but the time is indeed soon. I am your most humble and loyal servant, my lady.
My lady, permission to speak. It is my duty to trust no one. This Antonius Morrow could be trying to set you up. It would be prudent to allow Tara and myself to accompany you to Breville. Morrow mentioned possible danger. I would advise you against going alone. At the very least, allow Tara and myself to go ahead of you and check the place out. What about the Lady Rigmor? As you command, my lady.
Dragonborn! Dragonborn! Dragonborn, we need to talk. Who the hell are these guys watching over me all the time? Ugh, I I can't even take a dump without them almost falling over me. You had better sort this out. Now!
Majesty, it's me, Anus. And Crispus. Anus and Crispus. My lordship wants us to make sure my Lady Rigmor's kept safe. It's an honour, Majesty, truly it is. I dunno, sir. We don't want to get in any more trouble. His lordship was most specific if we, well... know what I mean? Crispus?
Don't look at me. If the head mage hadn't banged his head, we wouldn't be here. You know what he did, Majesty? We were in Coral after the Battle of Table Mountain. Amos got so drunk, he urinated in the doorway of the Mages Guild.
Sod off, Crispus, that's a lie.
3 or 4 of them came out and began slipping all over the place on Aenos's piss. The head mage slips, cracks his head on the doorway, and in the next instant, we're running at a staggered pace with fireballs up our asses.
Was bleeding funny, though. But Majesty, his lordship the Chancellor reckons this is our last chance, and our orders were clear. It can be pretty scary, we don't want to be any bother. Right you are, my lady. Would you believe it?
You're one lucky bastard, you know that?
Ugh. What I wouldn't give to get away from all this crap. How much longer am I going to be holed up in this place? I'm going crazy. I mean, it's totally obvious to everyone here I'm not pregnant. If you expect me to shove cushions up my front, think again. What? We ought to travel to Breville. Let's get that bit right. So what are we going to do? Walk in? Hi, everyone, just picking up a baby. Then what? Great. Let's go. Great. Then I'll get ready and we can go as soon as possible. I'll see you outside the stables. Everything's set. Although Blackwell moaned a bit. I'm so looking forward to this, and getting to ride Ren again is another plus. Hey, just point the way, and I'll follow. Dragonborn? Go on. Do you think it's the same person? I mean, it's been a long time, right? Okay then. What if it is? That's wonderful, right? Okay, come on, let's talk about this. So, what if it is Rose? And I hope it is. I really do, because I'll finally get to thank her for helping save my life. Is there anything you're not telling me about what happened? And I want to know the truth, okay? We need to be prepared. So, what happened back then? Uh-huh. Did she get you to do anything else? So you checked it out, right? What happened about that treasure? You're such an honest person. Did you sleep with her? Come on, Dragonborn. It's fine. I'm totally cool with it, okay? Okay then. Nothing to worry about, right? After you.
Yes?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Can I help you? Ah.
Hey! Rose! You've got visitors!
Rose!
Oh, hey, girl. This is a wonderful surprise. I'm so pleased you made it.
By the gods, I have waited so long to meet you again. If it wasn't for you and the Dragonborn, I would not be here right now.
So it's true. You are the Dragonborn. And if that's true...
I'll, give you two a moment together.
I didn't believe it at first when Antonius told me about the Dragonborn Empress and the High Queen Rigmor. As there's only one Rigmor I've ever known, it sounded almost like something out of a fairy tale, but here you both are. You took good care of her, and I'm so proud of you. Come, let's sit and catch up. I want to see my girl.
This This is so amazing. Who would have thought we would all be sitting here together after all these years? Rose, thank you for saving my life. I owe you everything.
You don't owe me a thing. And I couldn't have done it without the Dragonborn.
Did you ever return to Skyrim?
No, I haven't been back. After Hedron unknowingly led the Thalmor to Riverwood, and my brief incarceration, I wanted to start afresh, try something new. Of course, I lost everything I had, but I never gave up.
You can look after yourself, right?
Rigmor, if you've got nothing to lose, you can only gain, right? I was a different person back then. I only took with me the parts I liked about myself.
Like helping people out?
Something like that. I help out here in Bravil. People come to me all the time. I even made some balms for the Count to help him with his issues.
What's wrong with him?
Well, the Count and his family have caught a disease. It's not life-threatening, but very contagious. That's why the keep area is out of bounds.
What disease?
It's an Argonian bum disease called skill.
Oh, sorry, no. It's not funny. Oh, the gods.
Hey, Rigmor, why don't you go get a round of drinks? Tell Matilda to put them on the tab.
Drinks coming right up.
I know. I figured something had happened when the news filtered through Bruma that Fort Black had been attacked. I made it over the border, easily sneaked past those dumb mercenaries. I spent a couple of weeks there before moving on working as a part-time cleaner at the Tap and Tack. Colin and his wife were good to me. Then I heard about Bravil and what a steaming pile of junk it was, and thought I would fit right in there. Bruma was way too cold for me anyway, so I made my way down here and have been here ever since. Oh, I missed you too.
Here we go. Let's drink to absent friends. So, Rose, how did you manage to become the proprietor of Silverhome?
Well, it was a little run down and had been empty for about a year before I got here. I was staying at the chapel across the way. The sisters took good care of me at that time. I helped with the gardening, taking care of the graveyard along with Antonius.
Is, you and Antonius...
No, nothing like that. I'm very picky when it comes to that kind of thing. It was about that time the Countess became very sick after her second child. I got involved and they both made it. One morning a few days later, the Count arrived at the chapel and, without saying a word, handed me the keys to Silverhome on the water. I've been here ever since. But that's enough about me. What about you two? What's been going on with you?
Dragonborn? You got that right.
I can only imagine. I mean, look at you now. It makes me so happy for many reasons that you're both still together and happy. And most importantly, Cyrodiil has hope. No, the Empire has hope. Especially after the darkest of days these last few years. Oh, I remember it all. It got really crazy. Count Bravil, along with some others, were defending the South Bridge, but they traversed his positions and went straight for the capital. We knew they had virtually sacked Leowyn, so the first chance I had, I headed down there to see what I could do to help. The new Count is an honorable man. I've never met him, but from what I hear, he's doing an amazing job, and the people love him.
Yeah. Wow. That was a trying time for me. If the Dragonborn had not been there for me,
Rigmor, if I had known it was you, I would have come to visit you. But things went really sideways, right? The next thing I heard was that the Countess had been imprisoned for treason, but then had managed to escape and break the siege of Bruma. Did you know Count Bravel took his army and sat on the hill overlooking the capital? Skingrad had all but besieged Chorrol and had him cowering behind his walls. Leowyn was surrounded, and there was nothing to stop Bruma from taking the bridge at way apart from him. He turned his horse around and took his army home. I asked him about that moment. He simply said, "Rose, I did my part in saving the Empire that day. Order had been restored by the grace of the Divines." Hey, why don't I get another round of drinks?
I got it. Everyone hang tight.
She's great. You've done an amazing job looking out for her. How long have you two been together now? Are you two... Did you ever think you would become what you are today? The last Dragonborn. If the Divines so wish it, it shall be so. That's an ambiguous statement. If I didn't know any better, I would think it was completely innocent. Then I am guilty of purposely trying to mislead you.
My lady, my mistress will see you now, alone. Time is of the essence. We must go now, quickly.
Go. Rigmor and I will spend time catching up. I want to hear all about her adventures. I'll be waiting here for you when you return.
All the more beer for us.